Welcome back to Old Trafford, the home of Honestly Biased sports content. Today we're going to be going through Manchester United's strongest possible 11 when all players are fit. Now, I thought the best way to do this would be a classic tier list to go through every player in and around the United starting 11. I've created 4 pretty self-explanatory categories: starting 11, bench, the Premier League allows 9 substitutes, squad, and exile.
Exile. Sold. Man in the cold sweat.
Let's begin. Ahmad. He's starting 11 material. Now, a lot of people debate whether he should be playing out on the wing or as a cam. Personally, I think he's a natural winger. When he has space to run into, the man is electric. For me, he's our starting right wing back. Bayindir. Despite having some decent distribution this season, I think it's clear for all to see that Altay isn't starting 11 material, given the fact he's a goalkeeper and shots go directly through him. Casemiro. Uncle Cass has had a bit of a resurgence. When Amorim first came in, it looked as though he was out of favour, but being the ultimate professional he is, he's come back better than ever this season, and he does a lot of work that allows Bruno to move around the pitch and create opportunities for the forwards. I don't know how long he'll stay in this category, given he's 33 years old, but very happy with Cass this season. Just don't get any more red cards. Chido, turning 18 next month, he obviously needs to work on his all-round play, but I think it's just a case of biding his time right now until he can become the backup for Sesko. Now, this one may be controversial to some, but Cunha, even though he's shown bright sparks such as the amazing run against Arsenal, I think he still needs to find his rhythm and connections with the players around him. Because at the moment, when watching United, it feels as though he just shoots whenever he's given an opportunity to, even when there's a better option available. I don't imagine this will be the case for too long, but right now, I would bench. Dalot. The temptation to put this man in exile was very, very strong, but I'm going to be fair. We all know Dalot is not a top quality footballer. He's not going to be a starter in a Premier League winning side. Having said that, if we keep him as a squad player for now, I'm okay with that. However, if we can sell him for around £40 million at the end of the season, come on, there's no question. De Ligt, no questions here. Obviously took some time to adapt last season, but now he's an absolute machine. It looks as though he's getting better every single game, easy starter, and potentially a future captain. Dorgu, although he can be frustrating at times, at the moment I would say he's our strongest left wing back. Physically, he's built for the role, just needs to work on his decision making. He makes the starting 11 for now, but should he not improve his decision making, could still be a very strong bench player in the future. Fernandes, I'm not going to waste everyone's time, let's move him straight here. Fredrickson showed positive signs last season, but with a tragic performance against Grimsby Town, where he looked too intimidated to play the ball forward, I would be shocked if Amorim trusts him anymore. Definitely a squad for now. Crazy to think he's 1 year older than Euro as well. Heaton, thought he actually looked pretty good in pre-season in comparison to Bayindir, but obviously a lot of our game must be built on the keeper's distribution because so many United managers have been reluctant to play Heaton in the Premier League despite both Bayindir and Onana at the time looking shaky as hell. As a third choice keeper, we know where he's going. Heaven, much like Fredrickson, showed positive signs last season, but absolutely pissed himself against Grimsby Town. Prior to that, showed a lot of composure, so I'm hoping he can get back to that level, but still a diamond in the rough. Larmans, having just had an outstanding debut, he's already pushing for that starting 11 spot, and in my opinion, it's his. He's still young, he has a high ceiling, so the more game exposure he gets, the better he will become. Will there be errors along the way? Of course. He's still only 23. Amorim needs to roll the dice on him. Leon, obviously a powerhouse at fullback, but only young. Not really given an opportunity in the league just yet. Hasn't been able to displace Dorgu. Given he got his first assist by stacking it, still has a lot to improve on. Maguire, I've had a love-hate relationship with Harry. One game he's scoring a last-minute winner to complete historic comebacks. The next he's switching off when trying to play the offside trap. realistically, the reason he lost the armband is the same reason I'm putting him here. He's not good enough to be a starting centre-back for Manchester United consistently. Malacia, he's only here because we couldn't sell him. He's in between exile and squad, but unlike the other bomb squad members, he didn't actually do anything wrong other than get injured, so let's put him here. Manu. Well, he wanted to leave in the summer. Every United fan knows he's got quality, but he's yet to show that quality in Amorim's system for whatever reason. So unfortunately for Kobe, he remains a bench player. Martinez, one of the players we miss the most right now. His incisive passes in the midfield that open up attacks, his long balls like the pass he found for Ahmad against Man City, his aggression and leadership. Believe me, when Martinez comes back, we're going to see a completely different United. Mazraoui. Now this one pains me. Maz is the embodiment of composure. He can play on either of the wings. He can play at centre-back. He's even played in the midfield. But for me, Maz is a more defensively minded player. I see him as the natural backup for Yoro at right centre-back or the backup for Ahmad at right wing-back. Tactically, I can see why in some games you would want to play him at right wing-back. But if we're comparing his attacking output to Ahmad's as a wing-back, Ahmad is far superior. So I'm going to have to put Maz here. Mbeumo, a goal and an assist so far this season. Mbeumo is just warming up. The quality this man has is amazing. I think Amorim just needs to work on turning him into a mentality monster. And then we have a player who's going to be scoring 15 Prem goals every season for the foreseeable future. Easy decision, he's starting. Mount. Now this is going to be controversial. Some may call it recency bias because he's just scored that goal. But for me, Mount has been pulling in decent performances all season. He's kind of gone under the radar. There's a reason Amorim put an arm around him on his first day in charge. He knew Mount was going to be a big player for him. He knows the system already. And I think should he stay injury-free, he's going to blow up this season. Sesko, he's beginning to pick up the pace of the league, battling for the ball. Believe he had the most duels against Sunderland. You give him a chance in front of goal and he will finish it. A natural-born killer. He's also an absolute athlete. The flexibility he has for such a tall guy needs to be studied. Happy to have him in the starting 11. Sure, should have been sold 2 years ago, but he's still here. Have to make the most of him where we can. Should a Van Gaal signing be starting for us in 2025? No, but we have no choice. He's our backup for Martinez. And until Heaven can get his shiz together, we're going to have to keep witnessing Luke Shaw bottle it against Man City and Liverpool. Ugarte, this is his second season now. He had a good spell in his first season, but these performances came when we were facing lower level opposition. Personally, don't think he has the physicality for the Premier League, but we have to make the most of him this season. He does make my bench. Yoro, obviously still learning his craft, not the finished article. I do think he needs to work on his distribution from the back, but Yoro provides our back three with a bit of pace, and he's just a generational talent. The fact he's playing how he is at 19 years of age is insane. Xerxes, into his second season now, still has a lot to prove, not really shown anything for us to go wow this season. We know other clubs are interested in him. He needs to make the most of this season, otherwise it's very likely he'll get moved on in the summer. That leaves me with this being my final selection. I think the main points of contention will be around the wingbacks, whether Mazraoui should start ahead of Ahmad. I would say to these people that we need to play on the front foot. We need to be brave in this system. We need to score more goals. And I just don't think that Mazraoui can provide what Ahmad can when going forward. Another area is potentially the midfield. I know a lot of people are rooting for Manu right now, but I'm yet to see him consistently dominate in the midfield. If anything, I've seen the opposite. When Kobe and Ugarte were put in the midfield against Sunderland, from the 77th minute, we were getting dominated. But Fernandes and Casemiro do have a better understanding of each other, having played with each other for 3 seasons now. I'm going to leave it there, folks, but do let me know what you think about how I've organised for players. Let me know what you would change in the comments down below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join the home of Honestly Biased Sports content. But for now, Godspeed.